I'm Samuel Reja, and today we're going to be looking at how to use the char index function in a SQL Server. Now, to start with, what is the char index? The char index is actually a function in SQL Server which is used to specify or to find the position of a string within another string, or to find the position of a substring within a string. And apparently, you can also say it is a way of finding a short piece of text within a long piece of text. Say I was looking for the position of E in LO just 24. Please pardon me. This LO just 24 is the hashtag for my friend who's getting wedding soon. So I just decided to use that as a real life case scenario so we can better relate to what I'm trying to say. Now, let's look at that together. So what we're going to do is that let's say I was looking for the position of this. Then we're going to use the select function. So we select. What do we select? We're going to select the char index. And we use the char index function. What are you looking for? You're looking for the letter E. So you string the letter E. Now, this is it. Now, what again are you looking for? Where are you looking for that letter E? You're looking for that letter E in this just 2024. So I can decide to copy this and then I paste it in, because that is where I'm looking for it. So at the time I know this is what I'm looking for, if I string this now, apparently, and I close this, automatically, if I try to run this query, let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. You can see it's telling me 2. What does that mean? That simply implies that the position of E in this LO 2024, as we all can see it now, the letter E is located in the number 2. Looking for E. Only give me the position of E if you have E as a small letter. If there is no small letter, this is what you should do. So let's give that command. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to say that, okay, we use what is called the collate function. Now the collate function will tell us, collate, what do you collate? You collate Latin 1 underscore general underscore cs underscore as. That's what we're going to do now. Let's see. When we do that, we can then close this. Let's see what will happen if we run this query. Now this time around, we're telling it, now you'll be surprised that what's the meaning of AS. This CS that you see here simply means that case sensitive. I'm telling it that, okay, well, if you notice that I'm putting a small letter and I'm looking for a capital letter, I want you to only tell me the position of the small letter, otherwise return 0. So now look at what will happen if I run this query. Look at what will happen. You can see it's saying 0, which means that I'm looking for the position of this E in this LO just 2024. But quite unfortunately, there is no small letter E in this. So, and now I've issued a command here that this should be case sensitive. Now, if I should change this CS and I should put I here, I'm telling it to be case insensitive. So you can see I've changed this. Let's run this now and see if we'll get any form of output, because I've changed that to case insensitive. Look at what happens. You can see it's telling me that the position of E, look at the output here, it's telling me that the position of E now is actually 2. Did you see that? So that is what we are expecting to see. Now, sometimes I can actually call this, I can use alias as Steven. I can use Steven underscore Julie. I can use this underscore wedding. I can call this, I can use this alias so that my output, that's the use of alias, then you get this Steven Julie wedding. So like the result just targets Stephen and Julie wedding. AS that you see here, this AS here simply means asset insensitive. Like you can actually have some letters, maybe you have some Latin or probably some Spanish spelling, you understand, such that maybe the letter I is inverted and then the I you're looking for is not the same. So I can instruct this not to ignore or to ignore, so to use it in a tabular context. So there is a table in this that we use. Let's select a table. There is a table here now. Let's select all from. Now there is the employee demographics table in this. Now let's select all from the employee demographics. Now by the time we run this query, let's see what happens when we run this query. Let's look at this together. Now you can see this is what we have. We have the employee. Now in this employee demographics table, we have employee ID, we have first name, we have last name, we have age, gender, and then there is the email. These emails are not by any means real. They are something I just created. They are fabricated, not real, as you can see at example.com. You want to know the position of at in each of this email address. Select char index. How to use it for? So we select char index. Now by the time we select char index, what are we looking for? We're looking for the position of at. So our duty is just to remove the domain name anything after the at. So once we remove it, we just need the actual name in each email address. So chart index. Now that's what we need. Let's select chart index. Chart index will take two expressions. So the first one is going to be what symbol, what exactly are you trying to take? For instance, for this appers at example.com, we just want to extract appers. For this Beasley, we just want the Beasley. For the other one, like that. So by the time we run this particular query, let's see what will happen if we run this particular query. By the time we do this, we're going to see, look at this. So we see this, as you can see, that's the position of each. Let us verify if this position is actually very correct from the actual table. This is telling us that the at is located at the 8th position, at the 8th position in the second one. Let's go back here and run that particular query so we can establish that fact here. So let's see the first row. As we can see in the app pass at example.com. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In app pass, at is located at the 8th position. If we check for Beasley, it's the same thing. So which means that particular query actually gave us a correct output now by telling us the position of at in that particular email address. Now the next thing we want to do is to select. So we want to select now the substring. Now the substring takes into cognizance three different expressions. The first one is going to be what is the name of the column that you are referencing, which is actually the email. Now that is the name of the column. Now after this, the next thing is what is the starting position, which is mostly 1. Then the next one is going to be the position of the at, which is actually this that we have here. So we Control C it here, then let's paste it here and Control V it here. So by the time we do this, let's close it. Then which table are we bringing it from? From the employee demographics, as we can see here. So the next thing we want to do is let us run this and see what happens. By the time we run this, let's see what happens. Now we can see now that this is now returning all the actual name in each of the email address. But the only clause now is we have the at. So how do we remove the at? So let us copy this particular query. Let us paste it. Now the next thing we want to do is just to introduce minus -1 here, which means take it a step backward. So as we can see, we're removing the at. So it's like we're taking a step backward, removing the at here. So by the time we run this query, let us see what will happen. The next thing that will happen is that we're going to have boom, and we have this. This is the output, this is the result. As we can see, the at the domain name has been fully removed, and now we have all the actual name as is expected of us. So this is just a subtle reminder of how to use the chart index. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, kindly like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and help us grow so we can bring more of this educational content to you. Thanks for watching.